Now, the Tennessee Valley's certified most accurate forecast from the Fox 54 Weather Impact Team.
Rain chances are going to be on the lighter side for the next few days here. Tuesday at a 20%, and I'll get to a caveat with that one in just a moment. But notice though, as we go into the weekend, yes, I said weekend, rain chances are coming back to the forecast. So make sure to be prepared to initiate Plan B as we navigate through this forecast with you. Futurecast is going to show we're starting out this upcoming work week on a beautiful note. Monday looking gorgeous. Tuesday we'll have another cold front coming in. Now this system here may have just enough moisture to work with where we could eke out a few raindrops in those clouds, but I do feel that most of this is going to be mostly moisture in the form of cloud cover. Outside of that, we may have a few isolated showers. Model data is suggesting that there's a chance for it, but don't get your hopes up in any kind of widespread rainfall. It's going to be fairly limited. Now, as we go back and resume settled weather Wednesday and Thursday, not much in the way of anything outside of a few high clouds from time to time. But as we're waiting for the weekend, as we get closer to it, we will begin to see more of a southerly wind flow returning and a lot of moisture beginning to build back in, especially Friday night into Saturday, when we begin to see our next weather maker coming in from out west. And I will say we're still several days out, but at this point we're going to hone in on that timing to being the weekend. We're also seeing the opportunity for generous amounts of rainfall with this. Now, could we see anything else, aka maybe some strong thunderstorms for that matter? At this point, the pattern does not suggest that. General thunderstorms, yes. Rainfall, yes. Beyond that, hopefully we'll continue to see that pattern trend that way, but we're going to keep a close eye on it. We are getting into a secondary severe weather season. That's fall for us here, so we'll have to watch closely for any of these attendant cold fronts and the moisture that comes with it if we've got enough ingredients working together for that to become the case. Rainfall amounts for this upcoming weekend, once more ranging anywhere from around 1/2 inch to 1 1/4 inches of rainfall. Hopefully we'll still see that holding more than anything. The more rainfall we can get, the better. Back to the top of the forecast, temperatures for tonight are going to be chilly out there. We could be seeing some locations like Pulaski and Fayetteville in southern Tennessee making it into the upper 30s. Not to worry, it won't be the only night we'll see some temperatures down that cold. We'll have upper 60s to lower 70s for highs tomorrow. And then check out your 7-day forecast. Not too bad for fall. 68 Wednesday. Check out Thursday. 42 in the morning, 73 by the afternoon. Notice those lows won't be getting quite as cool Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as we start to see cloud cover increasing. And also the rainfall opportunity for both Saturday and Sunday at a 40%. For Tuesday at a 20%.
The Scottsboro Police Department held a fundraiser today for one of their own, Lieutenant Derek Porch, the 29-year veteran who was shot in his left hand in late July, which sparked a multi-agency manhunt for the suspect. Police officials say Lieutenant Porch was responding to a domestic violence call involving Daniel McCarn. McCarn led officers on a chase that resulted in a crash. He then reportedly opened fire on several officers, shooting Porch in his left hand. Police took McCarn into custody after a multi-agency manhunt lasting nearly a whole day. Porch returned home in August after receiving treatment out of state for his injury. Today, benefit dinner was held in its honor and support of Porch during this time. Fox 54's Logan Alexandra Russell has the story.
Scottsboro Police is hosting its drive-through benefit dinner for Lieutenant Derek Porch. And if you look behind me, you can already see a car pulled up, getting their drink and their plate of food. Lieutenant Training Officer Cody Durham says today is about rallying together to support and uplift his colleague.
It's very important, not only for the department to come together, but to come together for a common cause for Derek Porch.
Customers pulled into the parking lot of Holy Smokes Barbecue to receive their meals from police and other volunteers. People handed over a red ticket in exchange for their food. Plates were $15 each. Even if you didn't have a ticket, you could still purchase a meal using cash. All the proceeds from today go into the Derek Porch Benefit Fund at Redstone Federal Credit Union. The department set up the fund to help cover different expenses for the family.
He's had surgeries in the past. He is out of work. Don't know when he could potentially return. So any and all proceeds we do from this is going to help him with any monetary burdens that his family could face throughout now up until whenever his recovery is completed.
Having an injured loved one is not easy, and it takes a village to love and support them. And Durham says Porch's family is doing just that.
They're still behind Lieutenant Porch, making sure anything and everything that he needs, any trips to doctor's appointments, anywhere he needs to get, they're making sure that he's able to get there.
Donations can be made at any time to a Redstone Federal Credit Union or via PayPal. In Scottsboro, Logan Alexander Russell, Fox 54 News.
All right, let's take you out to Chattanooga. Huntsville City FC making its first postseason appearance ever against Chattanooga FC. Boys in blue are rocking the orange today in transition. First, Christian Coffey dribbles it over to Philip Mayaka. He puts it into the back of the net, and Huntsville City FC leads 1-0 as some supporters look on. More from HCFC in the second. It's Coffey coming through and doing it on his own. He puts it in the back of the net, and that's all she wrote, everyone. Huntsville City FC goes on to win their first postseason game by a final of 2-0. They advance to the semifinal round. It's time now for the best of the week. We had lots of selections throughout the year, a bunch of barn burners, a bunch of crazy finishes. I even saw a guy in Division III rush for over 500 yards. That is crazy. But hey, my selection for this week is actually going to hit close to home. Let's take it down to New Orleans, Louisiana. Tulane going for the win. Here's a pass to the end zone. Chaz Preston catches it. No, he tips it and catches it once again for eventually the game-winning touchdown. Check out my family member right here. Watch, he's going to tip it, then tip it again, then somehow make a surgical catch in the back of the end zone for a Tulane Green Wave touchdown. Preston, who began his career at Alabama as the leading receiver for the Tulane Green Wave, a team right now being coached by John Summerall, the Huntsville native. They're 6-1. So shout out to my kinfolk for having my best of the week play selection. And hey, Tulane, they're still in the mix, for being one of those group of 5 teams that could make a splash towards the college football playoffs. So we will see how that all plays itself out.
Well, it was quite the party at the Orion Amphitheater earlier today. Hundreds came out celebrating the LGBTQIA+ community. It's for the Rocket City Pride Fest 2025. The festival has been held in Huntsville for more than 10 years. Attendees were able to enjoy performances from local artists and explore tens of vendors. The interim president of the nonprofit organization says today is about celebration and unity.
When it hits us personally, emotionally wise, it's really heartfelt and warm feelings, just because, we always hear every year, my kid just came out to me and I didn't know what to do, and I saw this on social media. So the first thing I thought to do was bring them here. Even though a lot of people say a lot of things about the queer community in the public and the media, we're still loving and caring people. So you brought your child to the right spot.
Edwards adds their organization also gave out 4 scholarships as part of today's event, one going to a high school senior, 3 others going to college students.